Hey guys, so if you saw my video earlier, I said I was going to come back and I was going to post a nutritional video. And tonight what I'm going to do is a sweet potato brownie, thanks to Marlene and Jen Keaton, because they forwarded that to me via email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. It's very simple. It's a healthier alternative to regular brownies for sure. And I'll show you a couple things that I plan on doing with them later. So, okay, here we go. So to make it easier, I have everything almost all ready. So it calls for 1 cup of sweet potato. So what I did is I peeled it, I microwaved it for about 7 minutes depending on the size of the potato, and then I mashed it up, and here it is. So got the potato, and then it calls for 1/4 cup of cocoa. So I like to buy the non-GMO organic cocoa that has no alkali. So here this is here, Trader Joe's. You can get it on Amazon, anywhere. And this is what I'm using tonight though. And this is okay, the Hershey's cocoa, it's non-GMO, it's 100%, and there's no alkali, there's only 1 ingredient, see? You guys see that? All right, so then I've got nut butter. So what I have here is I have organic, non-GMO nut butter, almond butter. And you can use any kind, just try to make sure it's organic and as natural as you can. So this is this is 1/2 cup of the nut butter. And then it calls for 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I'm using the pure maple syrup. I know there's a lot of sugar in it, but it certainly beats the alternative to buying brownie mix for sure. So 1/4 cup, and I'm gonna stick with 1/4 cup just because it might mesh everything together. So I can experiment with that later. So there's 1/4 cup. I'm gonna pour that in. Boom, boom, boom. So if you have a blender handy, throw it in the blender. If not, I'm just, making a mess. I'm just gonna stir it up here. Oh, already looks yummy. Ooh, yummy. I think I'm wearing some of it too. So this is a nice consistency here. It is like a brownie mix for sure. Less all the nasty, yucky chemicals and ingredients. So what I'm going to do to experiment is I'm going to put them in little loaf pans. I only bought those because I don't have the actual little mini loaf pans. So I'm going to put half in one. And I like the crunchy almond butter. Whatever your preference is, the crunchy almond butter is obviously going to give it, you're going to be able to see the almonds in there, which I like. I like a crunch. So I'm going to flatten it out here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the other one in here. I mean, seriously guys, 4 ingredients. If you go to the grocery store and you take a look at a brownie box, I don't care what kind of brownie box, you're going to see probably about 80 ingredients. I'm not being dramatic. There's a ton. It's ridiculous. And a lot of those ingredients you're not going to be able to identify as a word because it's been made up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now, what I'm going to do is just going to keep it simple for now, but usually what I'm going to probably do is add like cinnamon, nutmegs, anything like that. But this is what I'm going to do. You put the oven on 350 and you're going to bake them for about 11 to 15 minutes, maybe more. But it doesn't really matter because everything is cooked already. So depends on your preference. Okay, so I'm going to put them in the oven. And now they're cooking. And so I did make a batch earlier. And what I decided to do is I put them in a pan like this. And I baked them. And then I made sweet potato balls instead. And I had them tested. And on a scale from 1 to 8, Jeremy gave them an 8. So delicious, yummy, give it a shot, and then you can add your own touch to them. So hope that's helpful, guys. Hope you're having a great night. Bye.